Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live. Number 273 today. For this Friday, TGIF, everybody. We made it to the end of the week. TGIF. Get that applause going for everybody who made it to the end of the week. Man, you guys are warriors out there, okay? You guys are warriors out there. You made it to the end of the week. I appreciate you. Sid, how's it going? I see you just popped in. Listen, Sid, are you CJ? Because I don't know. But this is Rants About Tech Live, the show where we talk about tech news, talk about tech and eInk news. We talk about random stuff along the way, pop culture, all kinds of. Listen, we get into everything along the way here. But we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. So if you're available during those times, consider joining us. Good morning, BM. Almost knocked myself out on the microphone trying to give BM the morning dab. How's it going, BM? Good morning. I'm here with some of my really good friends in the chat, but I'm in cloudy Philadelphia today. Here we go. The morning, the cloudy Philadelphia cam. How's it going, you guys? Yeah, I mean, I wish it was better weather. Cloudy Philadelphia. At least it's not raining. But we're supposed to get some good weather this week. No, Sid watching from France. Okay, no doubt, Sid. All right. CJ's in Japan. And Google has been doing crazy stuff with usernames, Sid. So I thought that they changed CJ to Sid. Weird things have been going on with usernames on YouTube. But I appreciate you being here. Good morning. And for France, no doubt. Rob loves. Oh my God. Oh. Who the hell named themselves Rob Loves iFly Tech and then came to my live stream? You're lucky. I'm a peaceful person. I'm peaceful. Good morning to you, though, iFly Tech, whoever you are. Okay, I know you're doing it to troll me. The trolling has gotten real. I love it, though. I love it. I'm here for it. Today we're gonna be talking about a few things. We got some remarkable news. So we got some eInk news. We got a few eInk things to talk about today. I'm excited. Listen, anytime I can talk about eInk, it's a good day. I don't care about the cloudy weather. We're talking about eInk today. It's a good day. We got to talk about eInk. We're going to talk about some Meta RayBan lawsuits that Meta's going through. I mean, people always ask me how I feel about the Meta RayBan stuff, and it's like, good. They're taking the tax. If they're doing crazy stuff with these glasses, good. I like them. I love them. I wear them. I use them. I mean, I'm not doing creepy stuff with them, but you know, I'm using them. What else are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about some more MacBook stuff as well, too, today. So we're going to talk about some benchmarks that got released. Hold on. I wish I could get bigger. Can I get even bigger than... Oh, I'd have to do crazy stuff to get bigger. We ain't ready for that today, chat. We're not ready for that today. But yeah, I'm excited. So we got a few good things to talk about today. And I've been waiting for some good tech news. We're here in the thick of it. Things are getting released. News are coming out. Exciting stuff. Okay, let's get to it. First of all, we got to get to the normal stuff that like we always do at the beginning of the show. Where's the random stuff at? We're going to do the rando stuff at the end of the show. We got introduction stuff to talk about. It's like random stuff, but stuff I'm going to lead off with instead of stuff I'm going to end with. Okay, good. You got it? We good? We tracking? Okay, all right. What are we watching today? What are we watching, chat? Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm watching, okay? Just to start off the show, I'm going to tell you what I'm watching. The thing I find most exciting right now. I OD'd on it the last couple of days, so I had to stop watching it like mid. Man, I'm like, listen, I can't take anymore. Let's just pause here. We'll pick it back up. We'll finish out the last 2 episodes of this season. We're on season 2. So if you don't know what I'm talking about Paradise. If you haven't seen Paradise, you might want to check it out. It's pretty good. Listen, I talk all the time on this show. I mean, it's a tech show, but like I said, we talk about random stuff on here. But I talk all the time about how I like stories with backstory. I like stories that add some character development to it. You telling me what happened to someone's mom back in the 70s and it has nothing to do with the story now? I don't care. I want to know. Build the character like we used to back in the aughts. We don't do that anymore. We're not character building anymore. We're just... Here's the character. He's got trauma. You'll never know it because we didn't dive into that at all. Anyway, Paradise. Very good show. Very good character development. Very good pacing. It's just, they're doing a good job. And how's it going? Good morning. They're doing a good job. No problem. I've seen this too. No doubt. Yeah, I like Paradise. But if you guys got a show that you're watching that you want to inform me about, please let me know. I'm always looking for good shows to watch. Paradise is just the latest one I fell upon, and it's really good. It reminds me of Fallout, though. Like, I just got done wrapping up Fallout, you know what I'm saying? Season 2 of Fallout, which, by the way, Fallout's awesome, okay? This is like a more realistic, gritty, more feasible version of Fallout. That's what it started to remind me of. And then they got into some other aspects of it. And then they got into some character building, which they do good character building in Fallout too. There's a lot of similarities between Fallout and Paradise. I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot of good similarities. So check it out if you're looking for another good TV series to watch. I think it's on Hulu. It's good. I think we're in season 2 right now. I don't know what episode yet. I think it's a weekly episode release. They didn't do the whole season at one time, but we'll move on. Tablet sales now. This is something we're going to talk about for the rants about Discord. Tablet sales are posted in the Discord right now. So let's talk a little bit about this before we go on with the rest of the show. And if you have any questions about this, we can talk about it throughout the rest of the show and at the end, because we got random stuff to talk about at the end of the show too. But here it is. So I'm kicking it off with my Remarkable Paper Pro, but I'm not going to put it up there because Aaron wants that. He's already said that Aaron, something I got to tell you about the Remarkable Paper Pro though. I've mentioned this plenty of times on the live stream, Aaron. So if you didn't know this, it's not that like I was trying to keep it from you. I've said this many a time. There is a line going down. You can barely see it on my Remarkable Paper Pro. That's why I'm selling it for a huge discount. That and the screen is yellow, and I don't want a yellow screen. If the screen was as like white as, it's really not white. If the screen were the same color as the screen on my Remarkable Paper Pro Move, on the remove, I wouldn't be selling it. I just keep it and I deal with the line because it's not that bad of a deal and it just doesn't really get in the way from me. You can see it. That's a thing, Aaron. So keep that in mind. I know Aaron wants my Remarkable Paper Pro, but it's got a line in it. I will be putting it up on the marketplace, the forum rather. I'm gonna do it 2 ways. This is how I'm gonna do it. I've opened it up already on the page. Now, it's open for everybody to use. If anybody just posts, I will not accept it. So I'm only accepting posts from people who I know. So if you're here in the chat, typically I know you. And if you're in the Discord right now, I probably know you as well. I will accept all of those. I'm going to put permissions on the forum as I go. So I just put this up. I'm going to be working on it over the weekend. I'm eventually going to put permissions in there. I'm eventually going to add bots to it that can rate sellers and buyers, that you can add feedback for your experience. All that stuff is going to be coming as well. So I'm going to add all of those things. And I'm going to mention those things in some of the rules here. So I'm going to go over the guidelines for selling stuff on the Rants About Discord, okay, which we have a link for. We got an invite link if you want. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, I just killed it. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, chat. All right, chat. I don't know what happened. I'm just going to say I messed up, okay? I meant to hit a different thing and it didn't work for me, chat. So, my bad. Don't crucify me for this. How many people did I lose? Are we even up yet? Oh, we're not even up. We are up. We're good. Okay. All right. So, we're back. My bad, chat. But moving on to like I was just saying here. These are the guidelines, right? So I'm going to go over the guidelines with you guys here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is on the Discord already. I'm gonna go over the guidelines right here, and you guys let me know how you feel about the guidelines. We're gonna get to the tech news in a second. I need to say this right up front though, since we got people. Oh, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hit that join button if you want a badge by your name. Okay, that badge is colorful. I like it. I love it. That badge is cool. Here we go. So marketplace rules and guidelines. We got marketplace rules and guidelines. Welcome to the Rants About Tech eInk Trade Hub. This space is for our community to buy, sell, and trade digital paper. Can I put this up here? Let's see if I can put this up here, chat. Oh boy, that didn't. Oh, none of that's working. Oh, none of it's. Oh, there it is. There it is, chat. Oh, can you hear me though? Oh boy. Can we? Are we hearing? Oh, you can hear me. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think that might have been an echo, but I think it's just us now. Okay. You can just hear me now. Okay. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to read this and we're going to go through it as I read it here. When Marketplace to sell and buy and trade digital paper gear. To keep this a safe and high quality environment, all participants must adhere to the following rules. Now, these rules are up for debate. You guys can let me know how you feel about them, and we can change this along the way. And actually, if you put comments, I might put in the general channel in the Discord. If you have anything to say about this, you got some improvements you want to make, you think there's a better way to do it, throw those comments in the general chat, and I'll look at those periodically and see what we can do and change it to make it better for everybody. All right, anyway, number 1, verification and timestamp, mandatory. Need verification timestamp. Must have willing to sell, willing to buy, willing to trade. All of those post tags must be on there. Including a photo of the device powered on, featuring a handwritten note. Timestamp. Handwritten note timestamp with Discord username. We need the date that you're putting it up there. Rants about marketplace. Post without a valid timestamp will be deleted immediately. Now, I'm doing this because I want to know what's happening and keep track of how people are interacting with this, so I can see if this is actually working for people or not. So all of these things are going to be important for keeping track to find out importance. Okay. Now, as far as the photos, I'm going to change that to more photos. I'm going to change that to people, requiring people to take a photo of any damage that the device has. So if the device has damage of any kind, I'm going to require a photo of all of those locations, just so the person getting it can verify that, yes, those photos of all the damage matches what they see and nothing is there that they didn't see, right? So I'm going to change that picture thing in a bit here, but this is just a rough draft. And yeah, I used AI to help me with this, okay? So it was a great help, but I do need to refine it, and I'm going to refine it. What else we have? Number 2, standard posting format. Please use the following template for your listing body. Model, be it the Boox tab, Ultra C, Supernote A5X, whatever. The condition, new, mint, good, fair. Please note any screen damages or battery wear. Again, that goes into the pictures that we were talking about. Included, original box, stylus, type, nib, case, portfolio, anything that includes, right? Price, you can specify your price on here. There'll be no price policing, so I won't police what people are pricing for things. If you're buying something from this marketplace, just do your research, right? There are going to be prices that are above what the market's demanding. There are going to be prices below what the market is demanding. It's up to you to find out why that is and do your due diligence. 3, payments. This is a stickler for me. This is one of the things I debated about for a while. I personally think PayPal is the best way to go for this, just because you get some reimbursement and some fraud protection, a lot of fraud protection and reimbursement with PayPal. Probably one of the safest places to send money online. But I know people have lots of ways they like sending money. So we can debate that, right? That's something you can put in the general chat if you have a better way to do it. Dealing with crypto or gift cards is strictly prohibited. We will result in I'm not going to permanently ban people for this, but these are things that we don't want to get into. I want to keep it really straightforward here. Nothing tricky. So everybody can feel confident and comfortable with what's going on. Rants about media and its staff are not responsible for any financial losses. Trade at your own risk. So, like I said, do your due diligence on this. I'm only going to accept trades, again, right now, and purchases and sales from people that are essentially labeled as OC on the Discord already. People who've been here already, and everybody knows each other, right? I'm going to restrict it to those people. I'm going to make a permissions label just for people who can buy and trade and sell on this forum. But for now, it's just, if you're not known in the Discord, you probably won't be able to take advantage of this tool just yet, okay? Until I get this thing figured out. Let's see how many people all right, so we still got a few people. All right. What else? Communication and etiquette. Keep it publicly initially keep it public, right? We want all conversations to be public to everybody, so we can kind of see where things went wrong. If I have moderators at that time that are checking things, or myself that are checking things, at least we will know, have a timeline of where things went wrong. Negotiate price, ask questions within the thread before moving to DMs. This helps the community spot potential red flags. And just what I just said. No price policing. If you think the price is too high, move on. Malicious lowballing or harassment of sellers is not tolerated. What else we have? Update your status. Once a deal is complete, please use the sold tag to archive your thread, right? And all the threads are required to have tags, whether it's just a brand name you're selling. Right now, I have about 7 tags that you have to use. I'm going to be expanding that as we go. Again, that's something you can put in the general chat in the Discord. Again, invite for the Discord is in the description of this video. Accountability, number 5. After successful trade, please head over to vouch.log and post a brief confirmation. Building your rep helps everyone trust you for future deals. Now, vouch is something that I'm going to add to the Discord. It's not added yet. Again, this is something I'm going to be working on. This post right here is just the first step in that. Disclaimer, this forum is a community service provided by Rod and the Rant About team. We do not middleman transactions or resolve payment disputes. Be diligent and stay safe. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Do this at your own risk. And that's why I want only money transactions to be done in a way that everybody can feel safe with. PayPal is probably the safest way, but I'm open to other options as well. These are the tags that I have: willing to buy, willing to sell, willing to trade, sold, reMarkables, Supernote, Viewoods, Boox. We will also be adding more tags, right? So that's one of the things. So that's the forum for selling stuff. That's how we're going to get it started here. I will be fleshing this out over the weekend, so look out for that. Okay, all right, that was that. Whoa. Wrong one. Okay, so that was that. Let's get back to where we are here. All right, so chat. What do we have next on the thing? Oh, holidays. So now let's talk about holidays. That was a mouthful. How many people did we lose? Oh, we didn't lose any. We gained some. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Rod. Rants About Tech Live, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Hit the like button if you're liking the show so far. Although there's been nothing to really like. We've just been talking about the Discord. Unless you like being able to sell e-ink devices in a forum and get some money for your devices that's just sitting around, and give it a new home where someone would love it and use it and hug it. I hug my e-ink devices. Where? It's just too small. I hug them. This might be. Give them a new home. This thing right here will be getting a new home soon. It's a great tablet. It's wonderful. Oh, why is camera 3 not working? Oh, chat, what happened? Oh, we gotta fix this. Oh boy. Oh, that was the wrong one. Oh, chat. Discard. Okay. All right, chat. Oh, we got to get the top-down camera working. I don't know what happened. Oh, I do know what happened. I unplugged my thing for a second. We probably won't have a top-down cam for a second. But here it is. I love it. It's a good tablet. It will have a new home. Oh, boy. All right, there we go. It will have a new home soon with the help of the forum. So, yeah. So, unless you like stuff like that, I guess you've been having a good time. In which case, hit the like button. You hit the like button. All right, what do we got next here? Holidays. It took a long time to get to the holidays. 30 minutes into the show, we haven't even got to the holidays, chat. Why has no one stopped me? Actually, let's get to the chat before we get to the holidays. What are we saying in the chat here? Oh, boy. Oh, I forgot Fallout Season 2 was out. Yeah, Aaron, check it out. So Fallout Season 2, the bomb. I need to sell Note Air 4C and the ePaper Mini. Who wants it? LOL. Well, you'll be able to post it up there this weekend, Aaron. And I'll make a post when it's all set for everybody to post. And honestly, if you wanted to make a post right now, you could. I would just say add pictures of what we just talked about. So, I was echoing. My bad, Sid. Oh boy. What view was echoing? It's probably the top down view. It just wasn't good. I got to fix my top down view. I wonder how hard it would be to sell the mobile Scribe Wave. LOL. Listen, in my opinion about selling stuff, if you price it right, it will sell. Period. If you price it right, it will sell, Aaron. So just keep that in mind, you guys. All right, let's get on to the holidays. National Dentist Day. Listen, it's National Dentist Day. And you guys may not know this, right? But the dentist profession has the highest suicide rate of any other profession. Did you guys know that? Dentistry. They're just trying to help. But they cause people so much pain. I think that's why they get so much grief. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the dentists. Okay, that's the point here. Shout out to all the dentists. I know eInk works in a hospital, or at least a clinic or something with. Listen, she does something with dentistry. Shout out to all the dentists. Okay. Shout out to everybody that eInk works with. Big up to you guys, okay? If nobody appreciates you, I appreciate you. Keep your chompers. They're keeping people's chompers clean out here, okay? They're doing the Lord's work for everybody. But what do I know? What do I know? Listen, dentists need their props. So big up to dentists out there, okay? We love you guys. We need you guys. We love you guys. Okay, all right, moving on. National Day of Memorial and Respect for Veterans. Okay, anytime you can show respect for veterans, it's a good deal. Anytime you can show respect for veterans, it's a good deal. Okay, so anytime, please. Veterans don't get enough respect in this country. We really. I'm putting myself in that group. We really don't. So anytime you can show some respect to a veteran, you can help a veteran out, do so. Absolutely, do so, because I won't go into it. I'm not going to go into that whole political thing. But we'll move on. National Day of Unplugging. Listen, we're watching YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube, but listen, I implore you out there, take like an hour today. Just today, just take an hour out of your day. Just unplug. Just go dark. Can I go dark right now? Oh, that wasn't going dark. My bad. Okay, the iPhone's actually working today. Just take some time to unplug for about an hour. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just sit with like, I don't know. I'm gonna just sit in a room with Amy and look at her and just be like, oh, you're beautiful. Did you know that? Have I told you that recently? Take that time to tell the person you're with that they're beautiful. You clearly think they are. You're with them, so you know. And if they ain't, then you know what they say. If you can't love the one you want, you better love the one you're with. You know what I'm saying? I would tell the team, because man, people hate us, no doubt. No doubt. Big up to all the dentistry professionals out there. Absolutely love my veterans. I will reach out to them and let them know how important. Absolutely, thanks, Sheen. Everybody should definitely. If you have a veteran in your life, reach out today. Let them know you appreciate their sacrifice, because they're probably going through something due to the sacrifices they made for this country. So, yeah, shout out to them. Rob loves next paper. I'm unplugging after this podcast, no doubt. I almost forgive you for the name. Rob loves next paper. Okay. I almost forgive you for the name. You just became one of my favorite people. All right, so yeah, definitely take some time to unplug today. I'm gonna do that and tell the person that I love them and that they're beautiful, because I'm actually looking at them and not my phone, and I'm not looking at their picture on Instagram. Okay, we'll do that. That's it. So those are all the holidays for today. Now let's get to the tech news. We don't have a proper transition after that music, so I'm just doing my own impromptu transition. If you don't know, thank you. And if you don't know and haven't been here, I appreciate you joining us this morning. Brent's About Tech, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. We talk about everything. All right, moving on. All right, what do we got up here for tech? First thing we got up here for tech, what do we got? Oh, my goodness. ChatGPT 5.4 launches. Now, I told you guys, I said, I don't talk about AI model updates. Who cares about the updates? Oh, we added more tokens. We got more memory now. We can do faster coding. I expect that. I don't even think they have to update us anymore. Just be like, okay, listen, we're quietly dropping something. No one needs to make a hoopla about it. There's no hubbub here. Okay, there's really nothing to see here. Go home. Okay. But no, they make a fuss about it. I'm like, every week, dude, we're getting new models. I typically don't care. Why am I reporting on this? I don't know. You know what? Should I report on this, chat? I'm moving on. Unless you guys tell me in the chat you guys want to hear about the specifics of ChatGPT 5.4, we're moving on. I'm not even going to talk about it. I got the details. I wrote up a script for it. I got the script. If you'd like to hear it, here it go. But you got to let me know. Because if you guys don't want to hear it, I don't care to talk about it. So, Meta sued over AI smart glasses privacy concerns after workers reviewed nudity, sex, and other footage. See? I told you. People are coming for Meta RayBan wearers. Listen, I promise you. Can I get big for a second? I promise you guys, I'm not doing anything malicious with these. I'm recording one wheel stuff. And if you don't know what a one wheel is, boy, it's the most fun you can have on one wheel. Anything else with one wheel just looks ridiculous, okay? except the one wheel. It looks awesome. But that's what I do. When I'm on the one wheel and I can't pull out my phone, I'm going bombing down a mountain on a one wheel, going 25, 30 miles an hour. I don't have time to pull out my phone. You know what I do have time for? I do have time for saying, hey, blank, record this. And it does it. I don't have to do anything. And it's seeing what I'm seeing. So I use it that way. I'm not in the bathroom. Who does that? Why are you recording in the... You want some... Like, oh, Doc, I need you to see my stool. I got the Meta RayBans. Can I live you right now? So you gotta see this, Doc. Mr. Larry Goodman, good morning. How you doing? My brother just joined the chat. Speaking of unplugging and telling people you love them, I'm gonna call during my hour of unplugging today, like we all should be doing today, at least an hour. Just take an hour of your day. It's National Day of Unplugging. I'm going to take it in my hour I'm taking out unplugging today. I'm going to call my brother and tell him I love him. I mean, I'm saying it now, but I'm going to call him and actually tell him. I might even FaceTime him. We might even get the FaceTime out. Oh, yeah, the smart glasses have been banned from my job, which is a surprise it lasted this long. Yeah, when you're in jobs like what you're in, Aaron, I consider your job a high security job. When you are in jobs like that, these can be a liability. I ain't gonna hold you. On a live stream though, oh, they're magic. You know what we can do here? Do I even have? Okay, the battery's dead. Never mind. I was gonna go live on my Instagram, on the Rants About Tech Instagram through the glasses, so we can have a simultaneous live going on. You guys wasn't ready. That was too meta. That was too meta, even for some Meta RayBan glasses. That was too meta. You guys aren't ready for that. You guys aren't ready. Mitch, good morning. How's it going? Ooh, the coffee. Cheers. Okay, that's part of waking up is the dun-dun-dun in the cup. You know it. You know it. This community is the best. Let's get the applause going for eInk in the community. I appreciate you. Yeah, we are the champions, my friend. We are the champions, my friends. We'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions, eInk, or eInk, and for eInk. All right. How many people did I lose with my singing? I didn't. We gained. Oh, happy to have you here. Appreciate you guys. Okay. Back to the tech news. So Meta sued. So let's talk about the details in this Meta suing. You guys haven't told me that you want to hear the information about the new ChatGPT. So I'm gonna skip it. We skipping it. I think I only wore mine to work once, so I could listen to you during my meeting. No doubt. That's a good reason to use some Meta RayBans, bro. By the way, my brother has a couple pairs of Meta RayBans. He's keeping one for like posterity, for limited edition clear. He got the limited edition clears. You should just send those to me so I can work them on live stream. I'm not gonna hold you. I love the metas when I am making a computer tutorial. Oh, whoa, that's good. That's actually a good idea for tutorials of any kind, eInk. That's not a bad use case. And listen, I don't expect nothing less from the use case king. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for the use case king. Get the air horns going. I'm sorry, the use case queen. Ooh, got to get it right there. Super handy to record my click by click. Absolutely, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, so let's get to the details of this Meta RayBan suing situation. All right, so Meta is facing a new lawsuit over its AI smart glasses and their lack of privacy after an investigation in Swedish newspapers found that workers at a Kenya-based subcontractor are viewing footage from customers' glasses, which includes sensitive content like nudity, people having sex, and using the toilet. Now, I get it. Anytime tech comes out, people are going to find ways to use it for porn. Okay, that's not even like a surprise to me. The surprise to me was the toilet. Like, what? Meta claimed it was blurring faces and images, but sources dispute that this blurring consistently worked, reports noted. The news prompted the UK regulator, the Information Commissioner's Office, to investigate the matter. Now the tech giant is facing a lawsuit in the United States as well. In the newly filed complaint, plaintiffs Gina Barton of New Jersey and, of course, New Jersey, and Mateo Canu of California, represented by the public interest-focused Clarkson law firm, alleged that Meta violated privacy laws and engaged in false advertising. So they haven't found the use or that happening to U.S. Firms or customers yet, but U.S. customers are a little upset about the false advertising. Oh, my bad, chat. My bad. But U.S. customers are a little bit upset about the false advertising. So let's talk about that for a little bit. The complaint alleges that the Meta AI smart glasses are advertised using promises like designed for privacy, controlled by you, and built for privacy, which might lead customers to assume their glasses footage, including intimate moments, was being watched by overseas workers. The plaintiffs believe blames Meta's marketing and said that they saw no disclaimer or information that contradicted the advertised privacy protection. So basically, they're saying in your advertisement, you advertise that it's secure, that your information is yours. Privacy, blah, 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 right? It leads people to believe that this kind of thing won't and can't happen. Meta told the BBC that when people are sharing content with Meta AI, it uses contractors to review the information to improve Apple's or people's experience with the glasses, which is explained in this privacy policy and is pointed to its supplementary Meta platform terms of service without specifying where this was noted. Now, they're saying that this information is in their terms of service, that people will be viewing supplied footage. And what I mean by supplied footage is when you get the Meta Ray-Bans, they ask you explicitly, are you okay with them analyzing the data coming from the glasses? You can opt out of this if you want, but if you opt into it, they're saying that information can and sometimes will be viewed by humans wherever. Meta did not have a comment in the litigation. There we go. Meta did not have a comment in the litigation itself Thursday morning. However, spokesman Christopher Scrow offered the following statement about the overall issue, saying, Meta Ray-Ban glasses help you use AI hands-free to answer questions about the world around you. Unless users choose to share media they've captured with Meta and others, that media stays on the user's device. Like I was just saying, if you opt out of that, you don't share any of your information and it just stays on device. But they can view it if you decide to share that. And they call it analytical data. Really, that's all your audio and video. We sometimes use contractors to review the data with the purpose of improving people's experience, as many other companies do. We take steps to filter this data to protect people's privacy and to help prevent identity information from being reviewed. So this is something that's happening right now overseas and in the U.S. to Meta. They're coming under all kind of attacks for the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Does it affect how I see the Meta Ray-Ban glasses and their usability? No, I don't care, because I don't use them in a nefarious way, and I'm not sharing my data with Meta. You know what I mean? And we talked about this the other day and how they may be collecting information from you. So they're not collecting information just randomly. Like right now, they wouldn't just turn my camera and microphone on, although my microphones are always on. So that's something everyone has to contend with, even with cell phones. But they wouldn't just turn my camera on and start viewing stuff. This is stuff that people are willingly sharing with Meta. So that's the issue here. So if you don't want to view, don't share that data. Don't share analytical data with Meta. And that's that. What about in the chat? Which now privacy is just an illusion. Yeah, privacy is an illusion. Even if the camera isn't on, like I just said, the microphones are always on. That's how they know you're saying, hey, blank, help me. And that's with anything, your smart speakers, your cell phone. They're always listening. And by them, I mean they. You know who. The good thing, if police were them, they will always be shared with everyone on Minority Report stuff. All of this stuff is becoming very Minority Report-ish. If you've never seen that movie, great movie, you should check it out, because you're going to see a lot of parallels to what's happening right now. A ton. But yeah, I definitely believe that this is very Minority Report-ish stuff happening all across the board. All across the board there. All right, so next thing we got up here is another thing I wasn't going to talk about because it's kind of old news, but I just came up on this. So here we go. California's Digital Age Assurance Act, AB 1043, signed by Governor Gavin Newsom in October 2025, requires every operating system provider in California to collect age verification information from users with account setups during account setup and transmit that data to app developers via real-time API, with the law taking effect in January 1st, 2027. Now, I didn't know this was a thing. I just got wind of this. I didn't know California state was requiring all of this. And not just age verification, but operating system level age verification. Did you guys know this? I had no freaking clue. Let's get into it. The law's broad definition of an operating system provider is anyone who develops, licenses, or controls the operating system software on a computer, mobile device, or any other general purpose computing device. Pulls in not just Windows, okay? This not just encapsulates like Windows as the operating system, but Mac OS, Android, iOS, even Linux and Steam OS. Take that, hackers. According to AB 1043, OS providers must maintain a reasonably consistent real-time application program interface that categorizes users into 4 age brackets: under 13, 13 to over 16, 16 to under 18, and 18 or older. Wow, I did not see that coming at all. And hand that signal to any developer who requests it when their app is downloaded or launched. Developers who receive the signal are deemed to have actual knowledge of their users' age range under the law, which shifts legal reliability to age-appropriate content decisions onto them. So basically saying now OS providers have the burden of proof that they verified people's age. Penalties for non-compliance run to $2,500 per affected child for negligent violations and $7,500 for international ones, enforced by the California Attorney General. The law does not require photo ID uploads or facial recognition with users, instead simply self-reporting their age. Now that's a bonus, right? This this ID and facial recognition stuff is just getting too crazy. So at least they're not expecting that level of identification. Setting AB 1043 apart from similar laws passed in Texas and Utah that require commercially reasonable verification methods such as government-issued ID checks. So they're not going that far. And I didn't even know Utah and Texas had gone that far. Aaron, what's going on in your state, bro? What's going on in Texas, Aaron? What is going on there? Enforcement against Linux distributors, however, is likely to be problematic. Distros like Arch, Ubuntu, Debian, and Gentoo have no centralized account infrastructure, with users downloading ISOs from mirrored worldwide and can modify source code freely. These small distros lack legal terms and resources to implement and require API. So a more realistic outcome for non-compliant distros is a disclaimer that the software is not intended for use in California. So basically they're saying that Linux distros are going to get around this just by putting a disclaimer on the software saying it's not intended for use in California. Easy fix, easy peasy. I did not know this, chat. It's Texas. There's always something going on, no doubt. No doubt, bro. Texas is a huge state, man. That's one of the things. Texas is a huge freaking state, size of some countries. Netflix buys Ben Affleck's AI film firm. What? Ben Affleck? Listen, I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not like Ben Affleck. I don't know why Ben Affleck gets under my skin. His name gets under my skin. That crooked smirk of his gets under my skin. I don't know what it is I don't like about Ben Affleck. I didn't watch The Breakfast Club for the longest time because of Ben Affleck. Amy got me to watch it recently because she likes Breakfast Club. But I'm like, I hate Ben Affleck. So, but I don't know why I don't like Ben Affleck. I'd wrestle him if I had a chance. I'd wrestle him. I wouldn't win probably, but I'd still wrestle him. What do we got here? Netflix opens new news tab said on Thursday that it acquired Interpositive, a filmmaking technology company founded by Academy Award winner Ben Affleck that provides artificial intelligence powered tools for movie production. Basically, financial terms of the deal were not disclosed, but we can expect that to come in the next few days after they've got a chance to let the news settle. We believe new tools should expand creative freedom, says Ben Affleck, not constrain it or replace the work of writers, directors, actors, and crews. I agree with that. I've always said AI tools should be used as tools to supplement your creativity, not create the creativity. The acquisition is the streaming giant's first since backing out of a high-stakes race to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, thank goodness. And streaming assets after Paramount Skydance rival bid was deemed as superior. It wasn't. Everything's going to go to crap. CNN, what's going to happen to you? I'm so scared. Affleck, director and star of Oscar-winning film Argo. I didn't know he directed Argo. That might have changed my take on Ben Affleck just a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. Founded Interpositive in 2022 by creating an AI model trained to understand visual logic and editorial consistency while maintaining cinematic rules under real-world production challenges such as missing shots or incorrect lighting. I think that's great. Again, AI being used as a tool. Not only that, they said something I thought was very interesting in there, which was maintain cinematic rules. And editorial consistency. Those things are big. Those are the things I was talking about when we were talking earlier this week about the new video AI tools they have that can create, that can do directorial things with your prompts, right? I was saying that if this can be used in a way, no. We were talking about AI cutting video up for you, editing video, right? I thought if AI could learn your production style or learn your editing or cut style and implement that would work for me. But now it doesn't work for me because it doesn't know those kind of things about me, and it hasn't learned my editorial style, and it doesn't know I like to cut things really quick right after I say something. Maybe I want to let the scene breathe a minute before I cut. It wouldn't know that. Sometimes you gotta let the beat breathe. Shout out to Jay. It's that kind of thing AI wouldn't know to do. But what Ben Affleck is saying is that he's creating tools, or the company he is funding is creating tools to kind of do those kind of things to keep editorial consistency. And I take that to mean that they're going to learn the way edits are supposed to happen for a particular editor and do it in that fashion. We also built in restraints to protect creative intent, so the tools are designed for responsible exploration while keeping creative decisions in the hands of artists, said Ben Affleck. Affleck will be joining Netflix as a senior advisor here pretty soon as well. So I'm assuming when that happens, we're going to get all the other details about this particular deal. Wow. What do we got? Oh, we still got people here. Thank you guys for joining. If you're enjoying the show, give me a like. And consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. We do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. We talk about eInk news, talk about tech news, talk about random stuff, and we have a good time while we're doing it. So, think about joining us. Ben was not the best Batman. He was not. Ben wasn't even the best actor in The Breakfast Club. Okay, Ben is just he's Matt Damon's sidekick. That's how I see Ben Affleck until somebody shows me differently. All right, what else we got here? Moving on to more tech news, we got the designation by the DoD of supply chain risk for Anthropic. I hate that. I really do. I don't like that. But we knew it was coming. We talked about this as soon as Anthropic gave the government the FU. They were like, supply chain risk. Yeah, we're throwing it on you, bro. And we knew it was coming. No one knew when. It's here. So the Trump administration is following through on its threat to designate artificial intelligence company Anthropic as a supply chain risk in an unprecedented move that could force other government contractors to stop using the AI chatbot Claude. And it will. So a lot of companies have stopped using Claude already. Just getting wind that this might happen, people started to distance themselves from Anthropic. But Anthropic, seemingly, I read another report that Anthropic's like, listen, we don't care. We thought it was going to impact us more than what it is, so we're good to go. They ain't worried. The Pentagon said in a statement Thursday that it has officially informed Anthropic leadership the company and its products are deemed a supply chain risk effective immediately. The decision appeared to shut down the opportunity for further negotiation with Anthropic nearly a week after President Donald Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth accused the company of endangering national security. Some military contractors were already cutting the ties with Anthropic, like I just mentioned, a rising star in the tech industry that sells Claude to the variety of businesses and government agencies. Lockheed Martin, one of the biggest names they were working with, will follow the president and Department of War's direction and look for other providers of large language models. They said we expect minimal expects of Lockheed Martin is they expect minimal impacts as Lockheed Martin is not dependent on any single LLM vendor for any portion of their work, said some of the top brass at Lockheed Martin. How the Defense Department will interpret the scope and the risk designation is unclear. Amadei said the notification Anthropic received from the Pentagon on Wednesday, I think Amadei is one of the higher-ups at Anthropic, shows it only applies to clause use by customers as a direct part of their military contracts. Microsoft said its lawyers studied the rule and the company can continue to work with Anthropic on non-defense related projects, signaling that they will still work with Anthropic. And I think they also have some investment behind Anthropic as well. I could be wrong about that. Chat, do we know anything about that? Good morning, Oz. How's it going? Do we know that Anthropic has dealings with Microsoft is backing Anthropic? Because I think I read a story that said that they were. You guys let me know if you have any information on that. Anthropic's not concerned though. Like I said, they're Gucci right now. They don't really. This is not really affecting their bottom line. They're saying right now. We'll see what happens in about 6 months. All right, next up we have talk about the specs for the MacBook Neo. Like, listen, I'm excited for this MacBook Neo. If you guys don't know, I've been saying this all week. It is financially irresponsible for anybody to buy a laptop in 2026 and it's a PC. Okay, financially irresponsible for anybody to do that. Why would you do it in 2026? You wouldn't. Okay, and I'm about to tell you why right now. Let's get to the. These aren't Geekbench scores, but they are actually they are Geekbench. I think these are Geekbench scores. All right, let's get into the details here. The MacBook Neo earned a single core score of 3,461 and a multi-core score of 8,668, along with a Metal score of 31,286. Now, let's put that into perspective, okay? Let's put that in perspective. You can see the numbers here, right? But single core performance, this thing is on par with an M4 for single core performance, which is what most people are going to be using this thing for. This is going to be for college students, high school students. Hell, you might even, at $600, you may even buy this for your middle schooler. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. You might even want to buy this for them at $600. It's financially irresponsible to do anything else right now. You got single core performance, which is what most people are going to be using on this device, and it's on par with the baseline M4 chip. I think it might be faster. But the thing is, it's multi-core performance is on par with the M1 chip, which if you've been watching the live stream and listening to the live stream this week, you know that a lot of us here who are superpower users in the chat and me myself, a lot of people are still using M1 chips today. So M1 performance for $600? M4 single core performance for $600? Come on, chill out. Stop playing with Apple, y'all. Stop playing with Apple. Apple is not playing with y'all out here. Chromebook? What? Ultra PC? Who cares? Again, people are all over the internet talking about all the concessions they had to make this thing happen. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. Who cares? It's a MacBook with OS X for $600. That's going to beat any PC you put it up against handily. Listen, man, I can't say enough about this move. All right, but let's talk about it though. Here are some of the scores compared to the iPhone 16 Pro and other devices that make that people are comparing it to. So we got the iPhone 16 Pro, single core, 3,445. And we're putting that against 3,461. So it's beating the iPhone 16 Pro in single core performance. It beats out the M1 in single core performance. It ain't beating out the M4 in single core, but it's on par. I think this is great. This is crazy. I love this. Since the MacBook Neo has one fewer GPU core than the iPhone 16 Pro, it makes sense to see a slightly lower Metal score. So I'm not concerned about that at all because people aren't playing video games on this. And Metal is a graphic architecture, right? So it's not. Who cares? Who cares? Since the MacBook Neo, well, here we go. When comparing the MacBook Neo performance to existing Macs, the A18 Pro's multi-core performance is on par with the M1 chip in the MacBook Air, but single-core performance is much higher than it was with the M1. It's closer to the M3 or M4 chip, like I was just mentioning. The high single-core performance is a good fit for a MacBook Neo audience because the single-core speeds are important for activities like web browsing, using document apps, and streaming video. The MacBook Neo isn't really built for video editing, music creation, 3D modeling, although it can do all of those things. It won't excel at those things. Similar tasks where multi-core performance makes more of a difference. Apple does not compare MacBook Neo performance to other Macs, iPads, or iPhones. The company's low-cost MacBook focuses on competing with similar-priced Windows PCs and Chromebooks, and it's going to dominate. It's going to dominate. People are like, "Oh, it only has 2 USB-C ports." Who cares? No one's ever going to use the USB-C port on these things for anything other than charging. The people who this is for don't care about none of that stuff. 500 nits brightness, they don't care. 2 USB-C ports, good. That's one more than their phone has. The thing that they're using most now anyway. To do all the things that they'll be able to do on this. And it's cheaper than their phone. Dr. Ling, how's it going? Like, holy cow. Yes, but the next tablet has the black and white stuff. Oh my God, Oz. Yep, Neo Part 2. Absolutely, Dr. Ling. Well, we got the Geekbench scores now. So, you know, we got to talk about the benchmark scores now. We can't leave the benchmark scores out in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Flapping out there by themselves. What else we got here? We're only seeing one benchmark result though so far, so average, so could be slightly different when more Neo machines are benchmarked, but the high scores are right in line with what's expected. The MacBook Neo is priced starting at $599 and it's available for pre-order now. It's set to launch March 11th. This is gonna kill. I'm gonna buy this for my content creation on the go. I mainly record content. This will work better when I'm on location somewhere than on my iPad. Absolutely. And cheaper than that iPad that you've probably been using too, Aaron. Like I said, it doesn't excel in multi-core tasks like what you're talking about, Aaron. But you can do it. It's totally doable, and it will be totally usable too. They're just saying it doesn't excel in that, but who cares? You just think whatever you want. This is good. And listen, you couple this thing with the iPhone E. You couple this with the iPhone E and you just made any high schooler's millennium for Christmas. For the price of you just don't get them the iPhone 17 Pro this year. You know what I'm saying? But for the price of that phone, now you can afford to buy a laptop and an iPhone. Man, Apple is going to kill this year, man. Apple is going to clean up this year, dude. It is financially irresponsible to buy any other laptop right now in 2026. If you got a high schooler in your home, stop, drop, and roll, bro. And then open up shop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to RIP to DMX. Shut them down, then open up shop, okay? Says if you already have an iPad, the new iPad Air on the audio, the old iPad Pro with 1 terabyte comes with 16 gigs of RAM. You get the keyboard you already there. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what I was saying earlier. Amy puts her iPads in a folio case that has a keyboard. She's basically turning every iPad she owns into a MacBook. This will be cheaper, way more useful for her. Well, about the same price, but way more useful. Way more useful. I have high schoolers only need paper and pencil. That could change. With a $600 MacBook, chill. I'd buy my high schooler a $600 MacBook before I buy them a $600 iPad any day. That's an easy decision right there. Any day, bro. Like right now, if I had kids that were in high school, or Toby's in high school, boy, I don't want to talk about. I'd buy Toby this before I bought Toby a MacBook or an iPad, for sure. We should just give kids reMarkable instead of iPads. Absolutely, Dr. Ling. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I would only reMarkable or Supernote. Either way. This solves my biggest issue with iPad. With the Neo, I can run Mac OS. If iPad ran Mac OS, then I could use Ekman Live on the go. Ecamm Live on the go, no doubt. Well, that's the thing that Mitch was talking about on yesterday's live stream too, is that he was making the point that the iPads are hindered by the operating system. And I totally agree with him on that. Even though the iPads now are way more useful than they've ever been, and they're so much more closer to computers than they've ever been with the new I/O features that the new iPads have. With being able to recognize audio devices, being able to recognize storage devices, being able to have input-output control, right, which you've never had before on an iPad. Now you do have. That helps with production and content creation for sure. If iPad could run Mac OS, the Neo wouldn't matter. That's the determining factor, right? Yeah, right. You're right. If they did that, this would be a non-starter. I would also argue that this kind of makes the iPad useless for a lot of. This is going to cannibalize iPad sales. Absolutely. This is going to cannibalize iPad sales. They're doing it at the cost of one product, but this product is going to kill so much, maybe they don't care. This product is going to kill. Okay, moving on. We'll move on. Good Geekbench scores here though. So if you guys didn't see that, here's the Geekbench scores or the benchmark scores that are coming out for the MacBook Neo here. Super respectable. M4 like single core performance, M1 like multi-core performance, and like I said, people are still using M1 chips right now for video production. So Aaron, knock yourself out, bro. IMPC says iPad should allow dual boot. It would be. Dude, we've been talking about boot camp for this week as well on the show. And if you guys don't know what boot camp is, it was a way that you could like boot into Windows or OS 10 on one Mac device. But that was Intel based Macs. I think that's a thing of the past now, bro. Now that they've moved on from Intel. Although I did hear that there was a Mac that you could do that with now. We talked about that too still, but I didn't have time to do the research on that. So that is what it is. All right, everybody. That is going to be all the tech news. Let's go on to the eInk news we have for today, shall we? All right. We have a little bit of eInk news here. We got a DIY kit that I want to show off that I think is really impressive. And we'll talk about the details here. Oh boy, what did I do? Chat, what happened? Are you freaking serious? All right, let me figure this out. Oh, there we go. Why does it have to verify me? That's ridiculous. All right, now I'm verified. Let's see. All right, here we go. What in the crap? All right, chat. Hold on. Let me find it again. I gotta find it now. Holy, I gotta go to my own. If you guys don't know, I link all of the stories I talk about in the description of the video. So if you guys want more information, like what I need to go get right now, you go to the description of the video, and there are links for everything I'm talking about. If you want a deeper dive or more details into what I was just talking about, and I am not going to be able to pull that link up, but we're going to go back. Uh, I can't believe I lost that story. Oh no, here it goes. I got it, chat. Bang. All right, here we go. This is a story about a DIY eInk panel or controller for 10.3 inch panels. So let's get into some of the details. I like DIY stuff when it comes to eInk, and I like people who get into that kind of thing. So we're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into this right here. If you have a 10.3 inch ePaper display sitting on your desk right now, what would you build? A low power information board that runs for weeks, a wall mounted hub for your smartphone. My Mac is going crazy right now. We've seen the community do amazing things with small eInk panels. Now it's time to think bigger. Bigger doesn't just mean size. It's about smooth refresh transitions. When your data changes, it's about richer grayscale that brings depth instead of flat contrast. That's why they have built over at, I think this is Seed, the XIAO, a ePaper DIY kit, EE031. That's a crazy mouthful name. They need to change that. Powered by the XIAO ESP32-S3. If anybody knows what any of that is, because I do not. I think these projects are awesome and I want to bring some light to them, but I am not versed in the controllers that they use for these things. So if you guys got information on that, and I typically, that will be Mitch or Jay, none of which are here today. Oh, you guys killing me. Designed specifically for 10.3 inch monochrome ePaper displays. This kit brings your ideas to life with the scale and smoothness that they deserve. Now available for $114.90. The standout features are these here. Got a little video here. A high-speed refresh. Large ePaper projects can be beautiful until you're stuck waiting for a screen to refresh. If you've ever watched the ePaper panel take 20 seconds to fully update, you know how much that can break the flow. And I do. The XIAO ePaper DIY kit drops that refresh to around 3 seconds. The difference is something you immediately feel. Updates are quicker and your display keeps up with your ideas instead of slowing them down. 3 seconds though? I don't know. That's kind of slow. I thought we were talking about something different. Am I wrong, chat? Supports 16 level grayscale and high resolution. Monochrome display doesn't have to feel stark. With 16 levels of grayscale and high resolution, we're talking 1404 by 1872, your dashboard gains subtle depth and text looks crisp. Even the details stay sharp, although on a large screen. Go to the next thing we got down here. No code UI design. Building your interface shouldn't feel like a coding marathon. EE031 comes pre-flashed with SenseCraft HMI. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of user-friendly interface that you can create the projects that you want to create. So getting started is simple. With ready-to-use templates and drag-and-drop tools, you can create your own dashboard in minutes without a single line of code. By that statement, I'm assuming that's exactly what that is. And Easter's coming, so they're doing a giveaway. So let's talk about that. Easter's all about new beginnings, so why not refresh your ePaper display too? We're launching a special Easter giveaway and this time it's all about creativity. Design and share your own Easter themed template using SenseCraft HMI. Then invite the community to show their support and make sure to include the hashtag #Easter in the description. The Easter template that receives the most likes from the community will win the grand prize. The grand prize is your design could be the countdown for Easter Sunday, an Easter calendar, or something completely unexpected. The prize is newly released XIAO ePaper DIY kit or a retemplate E1001. The choice is yours. The deadline for entry is April 7th of this year. And let your display celebrate spring and the community see what you can create. So they're doing a giveaway basically for this thing. And like I said, if you want to volunteer for this or put your bid in for this giveaway, I have the link to this particular page where they also have a link to the contest in the description of this video, as I do with all stories that I talk about on this particular show, all linked in the description of this video. We'll also have an invite for the Discord for this channel linked as well. And you come join us if you want to talk about any of these things in more detail, talk about some other eInk related things, talk about some tech stuff, talk about some maker stuff, 3D printing, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, all that's going to be there for you. What do we have next up for the eInk chat? Oh, we also have a AMA for reMarkable. Let's hope they do a better job of their AMA than Viwoods did. Viwoods did a terrible job on theirs. Let's hope reMarkable does a better job with that. So the AMA is now open for everyone to drop their questions if you're unable to attend the live session. I recommend posting your questions now. On Monday, I'll sit down with our CTO and some colleagues from our... what's the name of the CTO, chat? What's that dude's name? Sergey Zagvlif? We were talking about this dude not too long ago. I forgot his name, though. I wasn't sure whether he was the person responding the last time they made a post, but it wouldn't be bad seeing the guy live. We'll spend the 2 hours addressing both the questions that have come in over the weekend and, of course, the ones coming in live during the session. P.S. Don't forget about the prizes. Ooh, what prizes? Lastly, don't worry. We'll take a selfie shortly before the session starts on Monday. I have a great weekend. The team and I are really excited for Monday. So am I. I can't wait for this. What's the prize? Do you win a reMarkable? Is that what the prize is? But wait, what do we got, chat? Anybody know what the prize is here? Because I do not. Because I clearly do not know what the prize is. But that's interesting. That is super interesting. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we don't have that. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I don't know why. I don't have analytics up anymore. Every time I go to my settings, my analytics just go away. And I'm like, why are my analytics gone? Oh, no, they're not. They're right here. My bad, chat. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the Kindle Scribe ColorSoft. And let's grab that thing. I was hugging it earlier. What did I do with it? Okay, so before we get to these Reddit posts, what are we thinking, chat? Now, prizes are reMarkable tablets and Connect subscriptions. Oh, nice. Okay. I appreciate that, you guys. Thanks. 3 times lifetime Connect subscriptions. Oh, snap. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Those are some pretty good prizes, if I do say so myself. But moving on to another eInk tablet, which is going to be this guy right here, the Scribe ColorSoft. Now, I've been thinking a lot about this device and thinking about ways that they could make this device better. I want to use it more than what I use it for, which is basically... I use it like an iPad replacement because I just consume content with it. What would we do to this device, chat, to make it better? How could we make the Scribe more usable for people? Do you think the Scribe has everything you need already? Is there one feature that the Scribe is missing that would sway you and be like, if they had this one thing, I'd buy the Scribe. My thing is, I love the screen. The screen to me is the best color screen in eInk. It produces the best image. I should qualify that. It produces the best image in eInk. Okay, there isn't if you're thinking if you think the device, your favorite device, has the best color in eInk, unless you have this one, you're wrong. Okay, don't kid yourself. All right, you're hurting yourself and everyone around you. This is the best image producing color eInk in the business. Period. Bar none. Hands down. Don't kid yourself, okay? But my thing is, I want to use it more because it's so good. I won't use it for a note taker because I have so many other better note takers. One of the reasons is because it's a selection tool. The selection tool is trash. I can't say it enough. The selection tool. Whoa! I just realized we had a celebrity in the. Oh, I don't have. I forgot I don't have a top-down camera. Chat, give me a second. Let me fix this top-down. All right, chat. I fixed the top-down camera. Now I have to get the top-down camera on the thing. Let's fix this up. Oh boy. Bang bang. Okay. All right, there we go. Whew. All right, chat. Now we got the top-down camera going. Now, I don't like I don't like the selection tool. Okay, that's one of my biggest gripes. You know what else I don't like? I don't even like. Yeah, I do like their templates though, man. I do like the templates. Their templates are so good. But we're gonna go with college rule. Now, man, I love their templates, man. Like no one does this. And this is one of those things. Let me explain something, chat. This is one of those things that this is an American company because of they do loose leaf paper correctly. No one does loose leaf paper correctly. Even color devices don't get it right. Look at the detail here. The red line for the borderline over here, blue lines for the lines. Every other template, even the color tablets, they're all black. All the lines are black. They're using color to their advantage here by making the templates look exactly like paper would look. Again, even if we were to choose a different template here, even if we were to choose a different template, I can't. There we go. Even if we were to choose a different template, let's go here. So I can choose this legal pad template. Another example of them using color to good. Okay, why didn't it change? Bam. Okay. So you can see even with something like the legal pad, they're using color to their advantage. Legal pads are yellow. They have a red stripe with blue lines. I just love it. So I think that's one of the reasons I want to use this because they do a good job of using color where they should use it. My problem comes in using this. Okay, that works. Oh no, I can't. I want the actual blue lines, bro. I want the blue lines. Chill out. College rule. There we go. Okay, so my thing is when you write on this thing, and this is one of the things I don't like. Can we get? Okay, we got this right here is a composite nib right here that I'm using. Very nice composite nib, white, that I'm going to start selling on the site here pretty soon. If you guys don't know, Rants About Tech Live, we got nibs. Can I show that real quick? Hold on, chat. We got to promote. We got to self promote. Shameless self promotion. RantsaboutTech.com. We got ceramic nibs here. If you like ceramic, if you haven't seen what ceramic does or know about it, I have a lot of information here on the site that you can read up on and see what the good thing is and bad things about these are. Also, I have linked in the description of this video a video that you can get to show you how to make these on your own. But if you just want to buy them, you can buy them. These you won't be able to make. Although I will have STL files for these for people in the Discord. And we will I'm going to get the tiers set up for Discord here pretty soon. And I'm going to be able to make the STL files available for anyone who has a 3D printer who wants to print these up for themselves. You can do that, but you'll also be able to buy them. So, but anyway, I'm demoing it here today. So, I really do like. I really don't like. Can we get what is under here? Oh, there we go. So let's get down a little bit more. There we go. So I really don't like, again, more? Okay. So I really don't, what the hell, chat? Oh, there we go. There we go. We're not scratching right now. Oh boy. Did I have an upside down camera? Oh, I did. I hope I got that right. So, I don't like the line quality on the Scribe. You guys continue to let me know what you don't like about it, what you do like. Ooh, we got Dave at Tablet Tech in here. How's it going, Dave? Let me get to the chat real quick, and then we'll finish my little demonstration about me crap talking. Every time you bring out that ColorSoft, it looks blue to me. Wow. I guess it does have a bluish tinge to it, maybe, but it's definitely gray. It's definitely a dark gray. Um, the ones winning the free device will get a full bundle with the Marker Plus and Basic Folio. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to put my hat in for that, and then do a giveaway on the channel. The Scribe already is usable, not a note. The Scribe already is usable as a note taker. No, it is not, Aaron. I knew you're gonna say that. It is not. I would add tags to the table of contents and a table of contents, says Aaron. Not sure what the current state of getting notes off the device, but if they made an app like reMarkable, that would be a huge improvement. I haven't explored it that much to know if they have that or not. Again, I don't use this for note taking because of the problems I'm about to talk about. Dave says you can export off device using OneNote, OneDrive, and Google Drive. Thanks, Dave. I have this conversion conversation on my last live show. I think for the average user of eInk, the Scribe is more than enough for note taking. Coolio. Dave says I want to add a text box to a note to copy something from a book and paste it onto my notes. Oh, and be able to rename a PDF file on the device. Give me that and I'm pretty good. Oh, I don't know about the renaming PDFs because I haven't tried that, but I do understand exactly what you're saying about the text box and copying and pasting to the device. That is totally fair, Dave. The crazy fast writing search makes it where I can do without tags and such. The crazy fast handwriting search. So, oh yeah. Okay, so the handwriting search on here negates the need for tags. I gotcha. I would almost agree with that too. I want tags though. Tags are to me the bare minimum. Like come on, the reMarkable has tags. They should have that here. But I totally agree with all that stuff you guys just said there. I would add in, I just don't like the line quality when I have other devices with better line quality than this. And it makes me, and I'm upset about that because for a screen that is the best color screen in eInk, for me not to have good line quality and not want to use it because the line quality is bad, it's like a slap in the face to the people who engineered this display. The people who handle the software should be held accountable. Like they should be fired. Like, period. And this is what I'm getting from people with Scribes altogether is that the software is what holds the Scribe back. It's never the hardware. They get some of the best panels that the eInk Corporation makes, right? Again, the best color imagery in eInk is on this device. The software, they need to be fired. Everyone who's involved with the software needs to be fired. They've had 3 iterations of this device to get the software to be usable. If they're serious about a note-taking device, and it sounds like they are, they're in the 3rd iteration of their note-taking Kindle, and it's not any better than the first one, in my opinion, software-wise. I don't know. That's just my take on it. It's the little attention to detail things that I'm upset about with the Scribe right now. The line quality for a device like this, for a device like this, whoa, what we got here? The line quality for a device like this should be, okay, there we go. Wow, that was odd. All right, the line quality for a device like this should be better than what this is. Now, we're gonna go over to the Supernote here. Wow, what is going on with? I've been testing lots of nibs, you guys. Give me a little bit of leeway here. All right. Now, this ain't even there is no fountain pen here. They're supposed to be adding a fountain pen. Someone said to the Supernote, but they don't have one yet. So I'm gonna do a different. Matter of fact, I can use a ceramic over here. Can I? Wow, that's odd. I never noticed that you can't use Supernote devices or Supernote pens on the Kindle Scribe. I didn't know that. Yeah, this doesn't work. Oh, maybe I can focus. There we go. Oh, perfect. Yeah, maybe I can't. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but you can't write. That's interesting. That's super interesting. Okay. So through any event, this is the line quality I think could be better, and that's one of my gripes about that. I look at it compared to the Supernote. And I guess you know what though? Can I zoom in on this? No, I can't. There is no zoom feature. Is there a zoom feature? No. Maybe if you're going back and forth between the pages, yeah, but not normally. Pen. We're gonna get a different nib here. We're gonna put a crystal nib in here. Do I have one ready and handy? Oh boy. Oh no, I don't. Oh, do we have a crystal nib, chat? Oh, we do. Okay, let's grab one of these. Let's grab one of these crystal nibs here. And we'll throw that in there. I'm still working on my composite nib. All right. If you don't know, I'm reworking the crystal nibs here. There we go. Yeah, so the crystal nib works really well on the Scribe screen. I really do like it. I really do. Oh, we have an eraser. We don't have to do that. But you know what? Now that I'm looking at the non fountain pen, chat, I don't mind this. I don't know. It's still they do a little anti-aliasing on this. Okay. I think they added that. Yeah, because there was no anti-aliasing before, or maybe there still isn't. Nah, there still isn't. Unless it does it after a refresh or something like that. No, there still isn't. Oops, my bad, chat. My bad. Yeah, I don't like the line quality. I just don't like the line quality on the Scribe. I just don't. I mean, I like the line quality on the Supernote way better. This is a little. Oh, oh there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I think little things like this matter, and I like the line quality on every other device I have over this. So that's one of my little gripes. That's one of my little gripes. The selection tool is another gripe. So now that we got a few things on page, and this is not, I want to use, see, no stroke erase. Come on, they don't have stroke erase on here. No, but they have the lasso erase, right? Okay, so you can at least lasso stuff. All right, so I don't like the selection tool either. This selection tool looks so old school, like with the dotted lines like that. That I don't like that at all. I don't know why I don't like that. I think it's the same for everything, but this looks dated to me for some reason. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh wow, no. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, we can do that. And we can also oh, that's a selection too. So the holding the button is a selection. I thought I changed the selection for this. But anyway, I don't like the selection tool. I like the fact that they give you tools at the site of selection. That's great. I like that let you change what's the color of the selection in here. I love that. I just don't like their selection tool because of this reason right here. The jankiness in which you move things, it's highly inaccurate how you're moving things here. So that bothers me because I do a lot of selection and manipulating of my text. So when it's like this, I don't have a good experience and I don't like using it. So I would like Amazon to get a lot better with refining their software making this experience better. Another thing I don't like about it is the fact that you have to scale the whole thing proportionately. They don't give you an option to scale it lengthwise or scale it or horizontally or vertically. You can just scale it proportionate to the whole thing. That I don't like that, right? Sometimes I need just a sentence to be shorter so I can fit something else on the line. This makes not only the sentence shorter, it makes all the letters shorter, right? And that is going to mess up how it looks on the page. I don't like the fact that they don't let you rotate this, right? Other platforms let you rotate, right? So we can take a look at here. We're going to take a look again, crystal nib. Oh boy, crystal nib in the in the Scribe pen. It's a good time. And if you don't know what the crystal nib is, you better ask somebody. rantaboutTech.com. This right here, when you use a selection tool, can we use the button as a selection tool here? Nope, that's the erase tool. So let's go to the selection here. We'll select this. Now, firstly, you see how it's different? You see how that's different? Let's go ahead and select here. You see how I selected this? It's got the box here, and it's got this nasty dotted line here. Now, by comparison, when you select on the Supernote, it gives you a dotted line to let you know, to show you what you're selecting. But when you let go, oh, well, let me go back. But when you let go, they give you a proper selection box with proper tools there. And when you go to move it, it's precise. It's not like floaty at all. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you can rotate. You can rotate it, right? If you wanted to, I can have it upside down. But I like that. I like the precision of this. I like the fact that you can rotate it. Now, like the Scribe here, you can only scale things proportionately. You know, that's not a deal breaker, but I wish that it was independent. You can scale it vertically or horizontally. I wish they would let you do that. So, yeah, but that's the thing. If you're enjoying the show today, give me a like on the hit the like button for me, and hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We do this Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. We do tech news, we do eInk news, we do 3D printing news, we do all kinds of stuff. We do pop culture stuff too. Again, I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me a new show that they like, because I only got a couple more episodes of Paradise left. I need something else to watch. You guys let me know. All right, so, but that's the thing here. So I really don't like the selection tool over here. It makes me not want to use this because of that, because I use the selection tool a lot, and I know that it's much better on most other tablets I got. The only tablets that this selection tool is not better than are companies who you wouldn't expect it to be that great. Like companies who are like just coming out with tablets. They're in their first generation tablet, and it looks like this. This is dated to me. So I definitely want them to fix that. Let me go to the chat here. I kind of neglected the chat for a little while, but got in my own world a little bit. What do we got? What's wrong with the line quality? Says Aaron. I think the line quality is just not on par with other tablets. You look at this line quality right here, and then look at this line quality right here. Where am I at? Yeah. You look at the Scribe line quality, and you look at the Supernote line quality. To me, the line quality is just better. Not as jaggy. Not as edgy looking. I don't know. I like what every other platform, honestly. Short of Viwoods. Short of Viwoods. What else we got here? I have noticed that the PDF looks jagged at times, says Aaron, no doubt. I have to check that out. I haven't looked at very many PDFs on this device. I'm usually reading news and stuff on it. Amazon needs to work on their vector rendering. There we go, Dr. Ling. Their vector rendering. You're putting technical terms to what I've been just saying in layman's. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Their vector, there we go. That is what's got me thrown off. Everyone else's rendering is just better. This is like first generation line rendering on the Scribe, which coming from Amazon, their third generation device, it shouldn't be this bad. I mean, it's bad is relative, right? I'm just saying this from a company of Amazon size for a third generation device. This should be a lot better. I kind of want to ask them if they allow me to volunteer unpaid to help out their dev team. Mitch, they need you. They need you, Mitch. And their dev team is just terrible. I mean, they have the funds, right? It's seemingly they have the Amazon with Amazon's premier device, the Kindle. You would think that they would go all out, but that's not what's happening here. Oh boy, what happened? Oh, chat, did I lose you? Oh, reMarkable, not Amazon. I ain't working for Amazon. Oh, no doubt. I lost the stream here for a second too, but if I'm back, I thank you guys for staying around. I see what you're saying, Mitch. I thought it was kind of odd that you would go work for Amazon, but you meant reMarkable, no doubt. reMarkable lower resolution has better line quality. Absolutely, Dr. Ling. Even the reMarkable has better line quality. When you look at it, I mean, we can take a look at. We can take a look at the reMarkable Paper Pro here, right? We can look at the reMarkable Paper Pro here, and lower resolution device, but man, how smooth does this look? You know what I'm saying? Like comparatively, like it just doesn't. It just doesn't compare. I mean, as I'm writing it, it just feels better. I don't know. It just, this doesn't look as good to me. And it doesn't, and I think Dr. Ling hit the nail on the head with the vector rendering. It's just, everyone else just does a better job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like everyone does a better job at this than what Amazon is doing. And that bothers me when I know I can have a better writing experience elsewhere, right? So that's just one of those things. That's just definitely one of those things. What else we got in the chat? Which also snaps to the smallest area. Whoa, what is that? The selection tool just keeps the track of your pen, whereas with other platforms makes a box around the selection. Good point. Good point, Dr. Ling. Which also snaps to the smallest area. Question for the chat. Should my reMarkable AMA question be snarky or should I play nice? I'm going snarky all the way, bro. The Reader app needs something done to it. That's where I'm going with this. The Reader app. I don't see the difference between line quality on Supernote and Scribe. What, Aaron? No, bro. There's a huge difference. reMarkable, not Amazon. Yep. Oh, we never lost you. Oh, no doubt. Thank you. Laugh out loud. That Pro is so yellow. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I that's the reason I want to get rid of it, because it's so yellow. Makes for a good legal pad. LOL. If they would make a yellow legal pad, their legal pad ain't even yellow. Scribe does a yellow legal pad though, and that's why I applaud them for them going that way. That's awesome. All right, what else we got here? I think that's all of the chat. And those are the things I would like to see the Scribe do better. If the Scribe just did better at that for me, and everybody has their thing they would like the Scribe to be better at, but if the Scribe just had better writing quality and had what else? And had a better selection tool, I would use it a little bit more. I still have a lot of gripes, but that's my two main ones. Those are my and that's just for note taking. Like I said, best screen for eInk in color. It produces the best image in eInk. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this screen produces the best image in eInk, period. To hell with color. We ain't even going to put that stipulation on here. This produces the best images in eInk, color or black and white, period. Should I make a video walkthrough of some of the more popular reMarkable mods? Ooh, yes, Mitch. Listen, let's get the applause going for Mitch. Listen, I would watch it, Mitch. Matter of fact, I'd watch it and rewatch it multiple times. Let's try to encourage Mitch to do it. Mitch, you do it. You do it, Mitch. I want to see that. Hero Reader, floating toolbar, better dock. Listen, yes. Okay? Yes, Mitch. Yes, Mitch. Yes. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Let's finish up our eInk stuff with some Reddit stuff, and then we'll go on to 3D printing stuff that I want to talk about. We got a long show today, chat. We got a long show today. Okay. We got members only. Actually, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself just now. We're just, oh boy. What happened there? We're just doing the headlines here. So we already got to the reMarkables AMA, okay? Monday. You guys don't forget. We'll talk more about it then. We also got finally switching to Supernote Manta after an horrendous experience with the reMarkable Paper Pro. Any tips and tricks? Yeah. Learn how to use the quick access menu. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. If you don't know what that is, go educate yourself. Then the next thing you do is find out how to that's it. Yeah. Quick access menu. Find out how to use the quick access menu, how to add notes and folders and all kinds of stuff to that and take them away. That's going to be your godsend there. That's going to make you see the Supernote as something you can't live without. So quick access menu, do that. You'll be good. Shout out from the USA. Members only is going to kill YouTube. Ooh, I don't do members only. I tried it once. I didn't like it. It felt creepy inside when I did it. But I get what this person is saying. Wanting to watch a video and it's members only and it's stuck behind a paywall. I get why people do that. I get why people and understand why creators put their content behind a paywall. Yeah, you know, I mean, listen, it costs money to be a creator. It costs money to be a creator. So if you, any way you can get recoup some of your money back from all the stuff you're buying to create content, I can't say anything bad about it. So it felt bad to me when I tried it and I didn't want to do it, but I understand why other people do and want to do it. I don't know why people keep complaining about Boox. It's complicated and it takes time to get used to. That's because it is complicated, and that's because it does take a lot of time to get used to. You're fooling yourself if you're saying it doesn't. I'm a Boox purchaser myself, but I can recognize when it's difficult, and it is difficult. Dr. Link says, I'd watch. reMarkables, no doubt. reMarkables. Aaron says, I look at members only as a cash grab. Well, you know, it's one of those things, man. It's like you have to figure out a balance for your audience. It doesn't work for me and my audience, but it might work for some people in their audience. It felt odd not having some of the people I like having in the live stream not there. It just felt weird. Dealers say my Manta batch has a system issue and needs reflashing. Anyone heard about this? All right. First of all, dude, unsweetened mercury, whatever. Dude, the first problem is you went to a random person to buy a Supernote from. Don't. That's the first problem. That's the first mistake. Okay. And then that random person is telling you it needs to be flashed. Yeah. Okay. Just go buy a Supernote from Ratta. Okay. Or go to eBay and buy from a reputable seller. You know what I'm saying? Do that. I think you'll be happy. Why Boox? What do you mean? Of course I could run the cable behind. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. I get it. I see what they're saying. Why Boox? This is dumb. Yep. This is dumb. Having the recharge cable where they have it at, that's inconceivable. Why would someone even do that? I talked about that in my unboxing for this device and how silly that was. So yeah, I get you. I'm with you. In the chat, we got Dr. Ling. I have to give it to Boox. I've never had to send a tablet back, even if they'd accepted my exchange, whereas I've had to exchange both Supernote and reMarkable devices. I've been super lucky, you guys. Either companies are choosing to send me good devices, with the exception of this reMarkable Paper Pro. That was sent to me, and it's yellow, and it's got the line going down the screen. I've never had to send a device back. I've been super lucky. Interesting take on Boox. I take it if the question is how do I do X on Boox? Answer is usually there are steps. Yeah. Same question on many other devices. You can't. I mean, maybe. No, they're just saying why Boox as far as like, why is that dang on cable there? And I agree with that. But I understand your assessment of this situation too, The Rock. There's always steps, but you can always get around things. I mean, there's always a workaround, right? Someone's going to figure something out. What else we got here? Why my Hikari got impaled. I can tell you why right now without doing any research on this. It's because you decided not to uncheck the box that says support internals. That's why it got impaled. And you don't do your own supports. So when you don't do your own supports, things like that happen. I learned that a long time ago. Create your own supports. Unless you're out of time and you're like, okay, I just need this auto supported. Auto support, hit that button right now. This is a consequence of not doing your own supports. Supernote trial period questions. Hi folks, I just purchased the open box Manta and I'm trying to figure out how to make it fit into my day-to-day workflow. I'm definitely enjoying the note-taking experience, although I'm not sure I am able or want to connect to my corporate Google Drive for syncing. There are two scenarios in particular I can't figure out and would love thoughts on. One thing I love is being able to capture to-do lists in a note and capture the items that are checked off for historical reference. Can we do that? I don't think you could do that on Supernote platform. I do a lot of diagramming and would love any built-in tooling with shapes. No. Don't draw on the reMarkables on the Supernote device, bro. You're just gonna upset yourself, okay? Unless you're so good at drawing, you want a challenge. Then you pick up the Supernote, like, yeah, I want a challenge. Let me see if I can figure this drawing out, because that's what you're gonna be doing, trying to figure it out. Not a wrong take, The Rock. We should give a name for this Reddit Tosh.0 part of the show, no doubt. Talk Soup has been taken. That's a perfect name. Anyone want to trade reMarkable Paper Pro for Boox Tab XC Ultra or Note Max? I don't know, bro, but if you join the Rants About Tech Discord, link in the description of this video, we have just opened up a willing to buy, willing to sell, willing to trade section of our marketplace. I'm going to be fleshing that out over the weekend, but hit us up, hit me back up Monday. Come check us out. Join the Discord now, but check back with us on Monday to see if it's up and running, and it should be. We're going to have a fully fleshed out marketplace for eInk devices for people who want to sell, buy, and trade. It should be cool. Rod yells into the ether. That's how it goes. Supernote is supposed to be great for drawing, but only in the Atelier app. That Atelier app is trash. Straight garbage. That's French for garbage. Like, how do you have a drawing app and with no templates? What the hell is that about? How are the tools in your notes app better than the tools in your drawing app? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, so I need help understanding what digest means and does. Me too. Can someone tell me? What does digest do? Chat, I don't know. I think you guys tried to explain this to me not too long ago, because I was like, I would probably use digest because everyone's talking about how great it is. What is it? Is it just annotating a book? And wherever it saves the annotations to is called the digest? Am I understanding this correctly, chat? Because if that's it, they need to call it something else. Something a little more descriptive, okay? Listen, Harry AD 1822, bro, I'm with you. I don't know what the hell this is either. I want to know myself. So if you're out there, if you find out, you let me know. Aaron says, so for Supernote to be so great, it has a few flaws that other platforms do better. Absolutely. Supernote's not perfect. Why is my Mars 5 Ultra starting to Hulk smash the VAT screen? I don't know. Let's see. I didn't take a look at this. If you guys don't know, underneath that resin right there, there's a glass LCD screen, and this thing that's coming down on that is an all metal plate. Let's see what happens. I don't. What the hell is he talking, bro? That's supposed to happen, man. Your plate is supposed to smash up against the LCD screen to make prints. This dude doesn't know what he's talking about. We'll go on to the next thing here. That dude just wasted my time. Disappointed with the Boox Palma 2 Pro. A couple of days ago, I posted about how my Palma 1 screen broke. I was so sad, I immediately went onto the Boox website and ordered a Palma 2 Pro. Good on you. That's a good device. I got one around here somewhere. It's the business device. My first choice was the 2, but they were sold out. Since I like color and the ColorSoft, really, I bought them returned in 2024. Disappointed me. I figured why not and went ahead and ordered the Pro. Good. Well, it's been a couple of days and I've seen enough time. Had enough time to form an opinion on the Palma 2 Pro. Honestly, I'm selling it. Why? The screen is very blue tinted. I didn't think so. Reading at night, even with high warmth settings, strains my eyes. Okay. I can't change the color settings to black and white to get rid of that ghosting effect. You can change it to black and white, of course, but you're not going to get rid of the ghosting effect. Okay. So, moral of the story: when your perfect device breaks, don't think the next you buy will replace it. Bro, that Palma 2 Pro is way better than that Palma you bought. I don't know how long ago. Stop playing with them. That Palma 2 Pro is the best small device. If there's another one, you guys let me know. In the chat, we got The Rock says, my first post was Mulan giving the Supernote definition of digest. Granted, it takes watching some videos to fully understand. Oh, they said Ed has some pretty good videos on using the digest. I'll check out Ed's. Ed has really good organizational stuff on his channel. I should have known he would have that on there. Kind of reminds me of Pied Piper app from Silicon Valley. Bro, you just said Pied Piper. Don't you know R. Kelly? It takes watching an hour-long demo to understand its full potential. Yeah, I don't have the time. But to me, the digest is there because of Supernote limitations. Boox reading notes and push read work a little better, and reMarkable for research works a little better when adding information from websites. Okay. Okay, so the Supernote's a workaround. I got to find out what it... No one still told me exactly what it does yet, though. So, I mean, is it like Tommy from Martin? Nobody knows what he really does? Should notifications be optional or should focus be forced? No, you should have the option to do what you want and then turn the notifications off if you want more focus, period, point blank. Manta versus Nomad, my take. I know I was looking at this comparison, so I'll briefly... So I'll be brief. My wife decided to go with Nomad because OS small factor. There are many. Okay, I can't do you, bro. I can't do it. I wanted to do that one, but I can't. Testing reading PDF on my reMarkable. Okay, now I love this because it's got pictures of the reMarkable reading stuff, and that's what I use the reMarkable for. Again, the Scribe right here has really taken over that task, although I'm not going to hold you. Now the reMarkable Paper Pro, I'm just using the Remove, the smaller one, and it's one of the best desktop companions I've ever had. So I'm loving it that way. The bigger device, I just haven't had. I can't find a real good use case for it yet, which is why I'm getting rid of it. I don't have a good use case for it. And I'm sorry, this isn't even the Paper Pro. This is the 2. Dude, you gaslit me. Is that the 2? That looks like the 2, chat. That is the 2. You lied to me, bro. You lied to me. You know what? I should have expected the lie. This guy's got a Pentax. He's got a Pentax lens right there. Only super artsy fanboys of blurry gamma-induced old film stock footage that you have to convert from reel to digital just to watch it. They're those kind of people. Those kind of people are the people who use Pentax lenses and Pentax camera gear. It's like having an Olympic camera. Who does that? You know what? Actually, Olympic cameras has taken the most Pulitzer Prize winning pictures in the world. So I can't crap on Olympic, but I can crap on Pentax. They've never done nothing good. Nothing. Okay. And that's going to be what we're going to call this segment. I don't know what we're going to call that segment, but we got to figure out a name for it. But that's going to be our Reddit segment there. Sid says, digest is really common when writing academic articles. Okay, like information hub or a database. That still doesn't do it for me, Aaron. I kind of get what people are saying, academic articles, but that really doesn't hit home for me either. Subtle Flex. What was that? That was the name of the company in the show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It takes watching an hour. Okay. About to, blah, 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 because of Supernote limitations, blah, blah, blah. That was the name of the company in the show. What? What show, Dr. Ling? Rod shakes his fist at Reddit. Absolutely. All right. That'll be the Reddit. All right. So now what we're going to talk about is a couple of things that what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. And then we'll get, I'll get out of here. I'll leave you guys alone for the day. It's been a long show. 2 hours? Wow. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be done. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be, I figured out that there are resins that you can buy that print and they basically form like stone. Huh? You see where I'm going here? So what I have here is, whoa, hold chat. Whoa. There we go. What I have here is, it's resin from a company called, I didn't take it off. No, don't cancel the USB streaming. Cancel the spot focus. Oh, there we go. Okay, I canceled the spot focus. All right, now we can focus on the bottle. Okay, I think. Can we focus? There we go. So this is Composite X from Liqcreate. It's a really expensive resin. I think this resin costs about $170 or $160 per liter. And it creates it's ceramic filled resin. So basically this resin right here, when it cures hard like a ceramic. And it's ceramic filled, so it's going to add a lot of rigidity to the product. So this is typically used for people who are trying to create molds, who typically would make a mold out of metal, but they have 3D printers on site and they're like, okay, we need to prototype a mold. And that's when they would use something like this that could work for limited use as a mold until they molded the final one. Now, some people just make molds out of this and use those indefinitely, and they just keep creating them as they need them because you can just print more, right? But this cures like stone. So I'm going to try this today to check out some nib stuff and see if I can create me a ceramic nib from this ceramic infused resin right here. Super hard stuff. I've tried to print something from this already. So we got this right here. So if you guys don't know what this is right here, this is a little miniature manta spine that I was going to print. I was going to initially use this to make the rigid part of the frame for the manta spine. But then I thought, well, I don't want to use a stone type of thing because if you drop the manta, I want it to be durable enough to withstand a drop. And if you would drop stone on something, you're probably going to chip it or crack it. And I didn't want that to happen with that. So I'm going to go with a different material. But you can kind of hear how this sounds. Can you hear this? So it doesn't sound like plastic or resin. It sounds like stone, like pieces of stone clanking together. They're super rigid as well. So this is a super hard and rigid product. This is probably one of the strongest, or probably second strongest resins on the market right here. And it being ceramic and infused is one of those things. Now, I shunned this material for a long time because I thought, oh, it can't create a smooth surface. Everyone was saying it has a stone-like surface or a bone-like surface. Now, when I printed this, I looked at the surface here, and you probably can't see this on the video here through the live stream, but the surface is totally smooth. Totally smooth. It doesn't feel like rock or stone at all. It feels hard, but it can create a smooth surface. I think people were having a bad time with this, and it started to feel like stone or bone to them because they weren't cleaning it properly. And you can't really see that here either, I don't think, because I have some of that chalkiness on some of these pieces here, but that chalkiness can be cleaned up with by just cleaning it better. And what's underneath that chalkiness is a really smooth, polished surface. So I'm looking to see if I can get a nib created out of this that I'll have to put into a sleeve and treat as something that I can sell on the site. Now, I'm going to see how that feels, if I even can create it, but we're going to see about that today. The next resin I'm going to use, now this I'm going to use with the Mars 5 Ultra, the small 3D printer I have here. So that's what I'm going to use this with, though. But Formlabs creates their own resin like that as well. So this is a rigid 10K resin. Now this resin is super expensive. For a liter of this, this is $300 for a liter. And it gets super expensive to get these kind of specialty engineering resins, but they're the only resins that work for what I want to do. So I kind of have to bite the bullet. But this resin right here is kind of like this resin in that it creates stone, basically. And people have used this resin to create sculptures that now sit in museums. So you can do really cool stuff with this rigid 10K resin. Now, what I want to do with it, again, is do the same thing I'm going to do with this, which is try to create a nib. To see how hard I can get it, to see what the durability is like, to see if durability is better or worse than the crystal nib, see how it stacks up against the Supernote ceramic nibs. Just to see. I'm very interested to see if I can do this. And this is what I'm going to be trying today. This is the tests that are going on today. But that's it. That's going to consist of the rest of my day testing and researching. Testing, researching, and figuring out what I'm going to say to reMarkable at their AMA come Monday. And finishing up the Discord stuff. So let's get the outro music going. But we're going to finish up the Discord stuff today to this weekend as well. So if you're interested in like reselling, buying a used or trading eInk, check out the Rants About Tech Discord. We have a invite in the description of this show. Give me a like, though. Let me get that out the way. Hit the like button if you're here still. Give me a sub if you want to see more content like this, and hit that join button if you want a badge by your name. Join the crew. But we're going to get that Discord fleshed out, the Discord marketplace fleshed out this weekend, and hopefully have that available for everyone to use and enjoy. Again, it's only going to be open to a few limited people initially. We'll get permission set up for that. It's there now, so just check it out. Let me guys know what you think about it. Give me some feedback in the general chat if you're there, and we can get this being one of the best marketplaces for eInk that we can make it. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, that's going to be it for me. Rants About Tech, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Join us if you have the time. I appreciate you guys for being here. We don't have time for the chat crew, but I will get to you guys Monday. Check you out then. Until then, take care. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys Monday. Peace. I've done better sign-offs. Don't hold it again. Oh, so I can pin up a pen from this. Yes, it'll be like ceramic, or I'm gonna try to figure out which one of these will be better, Aaron. I'm trying to figure out which one of these look better. I'll have some results for you guys Monday. I'm gonna try to figure out which one looks better, feels better, and will work for what I want to do. Yeah, but this could probably make parts of a pen. I wouldn't make a whole pen out of these hard things, because if you drop the pen, these things are hard, but they can be brittle if dropped, just like stone, right? And can be chipped as well. All right, that's it. All right, peace, everybody. Take care. it.